Abby Russell.
Alex Navarro.
Welcome to Gris.
This is the pretty watercolor game, right?
Yes, it totally is. I've been told it is pronounced Gris in the traditional Spanish. The team that made this in Nomada Studios from Barcelona, or Barcelona. I say Gris because I'm an idiot. Mm-hmm. That's just how I go. This is a hand-drawn, heavily sort of like animation-focused platformer.
Yes. I feel like everything I have seen and heard about it has just been how beautiful it looks.
And that is predominantly the thing I will say that I took away from my time with this game.
Gotcha.
It is not super long.
So have you finished it?
I believe I am right up to the final bit of it at home. So it is. I'd say it's probably like something you could play through in a couple of hours if you really want to, 2 or 3 hours maybe. And it is enjoyable. I will not say that it bowled me over necessarily, but it is a pleasant enough thing, and it is visually quite arresting.
Yeah.
So we're going to start a new game, because I kind of don't want to show off too much of the late game stuff. I'd rather people kind of discover that on their own if they want to. So we'll just kind of launch this from the get-go, and you can kind of see what we're dealing with here.
And it's on PC and Switch for like 17 smackers, yeah?
That is correct.
Okay. Looks cool.
Yep. No, it's just kind of right out of the gate. It's like, okay, this is the thing we're doing.
Oh, she's singing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But then she can't do that anymore.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
And if you're worried that she's going to open her eyes and then, like, devil magic is going to start shooting out of it or something, no, it doesn't.
I feel like it's the eye open and then, like, the hair push back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not that. You got to drink some tea before you do that.
I know. I hear apple juice is really good for your voice.
Got to get the low sugar kind, though.
Mm-hmm. Damn, look at her skinny little arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the character design is definitely of a type. It is that sort of journey-like, thin limbs, big billowy cape kind of look. She falls for a little bit here. We'll get there.
This is like the beginning of like a battle royale. You gotta jump out of the plane. I'm gonna knock the music down a little bit, but keep going.
Yes, 100 sad women fall from the sky and then have to platform their way around some really beautiful environments. There we go. Yeah, the music really, the swells are really mostly up front, but then it is a little heavy.
All right, well, it should be better.
All right.
And she's still falling, so. Damn, dude. How high was she?
High as a kite. Just high as hell.
Wow. Look at her go.
Yeah.
Can you control anything now, or is she
Not
flipping
currently.
on her own? Okay.
She's just kind of tumbling.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever lost your voice in a literal, not metaphorical way?
Yes, I have. I've had laryngitis a couple of times, and that has it has been difficult to talk.
Yeah. I don't think I have. I've just had that weird stuff where it's like my voice is cracking and it's hard to talk, but not necessarily like I can't.
All right. This will pick up in a second. It just needs to get going.
Hey, I got time.
Yeah. We're not, like I said, we're not going to get too deep into this game because I'd rather people see it for themselves. But each world, there are only a few of them, have kind of their own little distinct look and feel to them, and they're all color schemed in a way.
Okay.
They're essentially broken out by like red, green, and blue.
Okay, so we're in like the blue.
We're actually going to start in the red. We just haven't quite gotten there yet.
I just was looking at her hair and I figured. Are you controlling this?
Yes. Yes, I am moving
Can she jump
forward.
or anything? Or?
Nope. She can fall down though. You hit the jump button. She kind of is like, nope. Fuck off. This is my mournful walking time.
Oh, no.
Okay, that time she just did that.
Okay. Scripted.
Yeah, that was her time to look up.
So are there any kind of like collectibles, or is it, like, what's the replayability, would you say?
So there are, there's a couple of little like star dot things that you are individually collecting for each level, because you'll see what that mechanic is in a minute. There are also some hidden ones floating around in the worlds, and I haven't quite figured out exactly like how it tallies those or what they factor into. It seems more like they are just kind of built into sections of the world that are a little harder to get through.
Gotcha.
So, like, if you want the challenge, you can go find those things. But if you just want to move on, the main ones are, like, very obvious and easy to find. Whee! I will say that, the hand-drawn animation style obviously sort of calls attention to itself, but it is really smooth.
Oh, that's good. Feels good.
Yeah, the visual, like, the transitions between animations and just sort of, like, the flow of everything is really nice. All right, I think we're almost to where things really kick off.
Ooh. I feel like some of the aesthetics, it's obviously very different, but sort of remind me of Journey.
There's a lot of Journey.
Of, like, kind of the ruins in the sand
stuff.
And
I don't mean that in, like, they just ripped off Journey kind of way, but, like, there's a couple of sequences in this game specifically that feel like direct callbacks to that game. Okay, so those are the little star things that you are collecting, and those are, like, the ones you need.
Okay.
The vital ones for the level.
Are those also sort of Little Mermaid-esque, where it's, like, your voice? Remember in that movie where, like, her voice looks like a little white orb?
They do, at least from what I've again, I haven't finished the final encounter in this game yet, but they have not played into, like, she gets a little more of her voice back each time kind of thing. It's more of a, like, you need these to unlock certain platforms and sections of the level.
Okay, gotcha.
Just kind of seeing what's around up here. These little guys.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Who's that?
They're just these little rock dudes that just kind of walk around and do stuff. Okay, so I can't get over there yet.
Can you use the rock dudes, or are they just, like, kind of flavor?
They're just kind of flavor.
Okay.
Okay, but I did need this. And I think I can take this up. Oh, wait.
No, not yet.
Yeah, so this is what these do, is they will eventually lock into those little spots on the ground. But I'm still missing one, so and it's
there
up
it is.
there. So I have to figure out how to get up there. So let's see what's down this way.
So it's sort of this puzzle platforming for most of it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a lot of very light puzzle platforming. It is not, none of it is particularly complex, I will say. There were a couple little bits that I was like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, but then it took me like a minute to figure it out.
Okay. And was it, I'm not entirely sure in a way that was like, ooh, let me solve this puzzle, or in a way that was sort of like, I'm confused and I feel lost?
I was confused and feeling lost, but it wasn't for very long.
Okay.
Because pretty much everything you need to know and see is right in front of you.
Right.
You just kind of have to slightly figure out, like, okay, what combination of things do I need to do to make this work?
Gotcha.
And then, like I said, the number of possibilities is not that high. Okay, so now I have all of them, and I can use them to traverse this little space here. And this is the repeating mechanic. Like, each world has its set of these that you need to find,
like
and
these
little bridges that you need to be able to cross. And then we will get to the next big bit here. Let's go hang out in the hand.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a statue that large? I feel like they must exist. We must have them, right?
Yeah, there are definitely some giant statues out there that are not just like the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
But other than that one, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Man. Have you seen because that's Madison Square Park by the Flatiron Building? Yeah. Well, I guess they used to have like the torch in the hand, like in that park.
Yeah.
Have you seen the old-timey pictures?
I not off the top of my head.
They're pretty cool. They have a bunch in the Lego store for whatever reason.
Oh, the Lego store.
Yeah, gotta love it.
All right. So as you can see, things are starting to shift a little bit red here as we move toward the entrance of the first official kind of world here.
Okay. So would you say that there is like a boss or any kind of big final challenge at the end of these, or?
So the only time I've encountered anything that was like remotely boss-like was just a giant bird that was screaming at me, and I just kind of had to use its breath to sort of traverse certain areas. Like, it was just about navigating a puzzle more than it was like actually fighting the thing.
Right.
Oh, the King of all Cosmos will be happy.
No, you should have rolled up more.
Yeah. Only 3 stars? I don't know. That's just not very many. let's go upstairs.
Yeah, this is definitely a very specific like style and feel.
Yeah. Oh, where is it that I need to go? Trying to remember. Sorry, I did this before, but now I can't remember exactly what it is I'm supposed to do. I'll just jump off.
To like go back?
Yeah.
There was like a thing back there that had a little like drawing on it.
Back here?
Thing? Yeah, what is that?
No, I can't go back there. They're pretty good about gating off like once you've been to a place. That's and you're good. Like you don't need to go back here again. Let's see if I can remember what it was.
Can you like push underneath it versus going up the stairs?
Oh wait, there's this thing. What does that do? That might not actually do anything. There's just another little drawing over here.
Yeah. Do these drawings matter?
Oh no, I figured out what it is. I just need to keep moving.
Cool.
Duh.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Hardest puzzle in the game.
Every once in a while you will see things in the environment that like are kind of interactable, but speaking of journey bits.
Ooh, yeah, this is very Journey.
This is one of the more direct callbacks.
Wow. Damn, that's so funny. That is like...
I mean, that's the part of Journey that like everyone immediately thinks of. That and the ending.
Yeah, the sand surfing.
Yep.
Can you jump?
Yes.
That was always fun in Journey, to be jumping in the sand.
Yep, you can totally jump.
All right, get ready. You got to do your like board grab here. Coming up.
Hell yeah, here we go.
Whee! Sweet air.
And zoom.
Nice. Damn, this girl likes to fall.
I mean, if you could do it and not break your, like, shatter your fucking legs, I would too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
She seems like she's having a good time with it, or as good a time as she can in this very obvious grief metaphor.
Do you find that the story was affecting?
I haven't really sussed out exactly what it is they're doing. I mean, it feels like there is very much like this character is in mourning kind of vibe happening there, but it is very non-specific. At least up to the point where I am at in the game, which is toward the end of the third world.
Okay.
It is late title card. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's hitting you with the emotional beats, very much with the visuals and the music, but it is not like explicitly telling you what any of this is.
Okay.
So we'll go a little bit further here. So I will say that each section of this game kind of eventually builds out its own little kind of mechanic thing. So eventually she gets the ability to, like, say, for instance, turn herself into a heavy block, which she will sometimes use to break through stuff. Cool. And there's like, you eventually get like a double jump, you know, and so the levels are kind of built around those individual mechanics.
Right.
But it's like I said, the puzzle solving is pretty slight.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of real noodle scratchers in this game. It is very much about like trying to be unobtrusive as you go through.
Right. It seems very much like this is a game about kind of like just experiencing sort of the environment and sort of the aesthetics. The
environment and you got your Inagata-Davida storm happening here. So this is like where you get the block mechanic eventually. Is these windstorms. You can hide out from them inside these things, otherwise you'll get blown back.
Oh, interesting.
And eventually you get that block, which lets you move slowly through the wind and also just stop yourself from rolling around.
Right. I guess that's one of the hardships of wearing a cape.
Yes, of just being a giant flowy person. Oop. Okay.
Nice.
Good smoke effect too.
Yeah. This game, it's nailing its look.
Yep. Yeah, no, like I said, the visuals I think are top notch, and it is the thing that I think everyone is going to take away from this experience is, boy, that was pretty. We'll just wait until we get to the block, and then I'll probably call this quick look, because like I said, there's not a lot of game here, and for people who are interested, I think you are kind of getting the sense of what this is and what they are doing.
Yeah, I see what it's going for. I'm intrigued. I don't know if I would necessarily hop in, just because it seems maybe a little too simplistic.
Yeah, it's an afternoon. That is a game you play in an afternoon pretty much in one shot, which I'm fine with. I certainly enjoy doing that when I'm all about cutting the fat and not just like extending things out longer than they need to be just for the sake of making a game longer.
No, totally. Can you like die or fail?
I haven't seen a death state at all. I have definitely seen situations where like I've gotten blown off the path I was on and had to redo a bit, or I just kind of wasn't making progress. But there doesn't seem to really be a death state anywhere in there. Well, little rock people.
Mm-hmm.
Just hanging out. It's weird that there's just an organ in the storm, you know? It's just,
hey, it's blowing through those pipes.
Yep. All right, so we'll start moving our way back up here. So we've got a couple of those little star dealies now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now we get to see...
Yep.
Damn, look at her tumble. Oh, wow. So it's not even like an infinite tumble. It's like you fall once, then you just
and you just kind of have to sit there until it's over.
That's not so bad.
Yeah. No, it's, like I said, it's relatively...
it doesn't seem super punishing.
Chill.
Yeah.
When it comes to that stuff. Yep. We'll just let the Oregon storm come through one more time.
Would you rather be a very good jumper or be able to turn into a heavy block?
Ooh, are we talking like can jump high and won't injure myself when I come down?
Yeah.
Then I would go jumper.
Yeah, I feel like me too. I mean, what do you do with the pole block thing?
I don't know, make myself impossible to move, but I can already do the sort of dead weight thing anyway.
Oh yeah, I can't. You can move me pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm not that heavy of a person, but I have this incredible center of gravity that I'm somehow able to tap into that just makes me immobile.
Whoa! Check out this rock creature.
Yeah.
It's kind of icky. I don't like how many legs it
rock
has.
crab.
That's upsetting for me.
Okay, so you see that little optional or the little thing in there? So that's totally optional.
So how would you get that?
I'm going to go here, and I'm going to jump off
see.
Into here.
Okay.
And I grabbed it. Some of them are a little harder to get than that.
And as far as you can tell, aside from sort of having done it, it doesn't necessarily unlock anything for you?
I haven't really figured out exactly what that translates into yet.
Okay.
It just seems like they wanted to have some slightly more involved challenges in there, and that was kind of why they added those. I just want to get the block. Where's the block? Should be coming up here. Yeah, there's another one down there. So I would need the block to go get that one.
To like bust through the ground?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Have you ever been in a sandstorm?
An actual one? No.
Yeah, me either.
I have seen like dust devils out in the desert and little things like that, but I've never been in a full-on like sandstorm.
I imagine they have them in California, right?
Not a lot.
Okay. So the Dust Bowl, though, was like, I feel like the Texas-y Midwest, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. But like as far as like an actual like full-on, fucking Mad Max style sandstorm, not a lot of that in California.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of where sandstorms still happen in the States. Maybe they just don't.
Yeah, there are probably parts of the desert that do, but like California's desert is not a particularly windy desert, I found.
I don't think I've spent a ton of time in the California desert, aside from LA. Whoa!
Check out my block.
You're so, oh my gosh. I'm glad you're just a perfect square. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, like I said, there's the double jump, there's a couple of different mechanics like that sort of crop up over time. But this is Gris, or Gris, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, Gris. It is, I think, like I said, a very charming game. It is very beautiful.
Yes, it looks really nice.
Both orally and music or visually. But, like I said, it is a very slight game that is not apt to challenge you probably too hard. So if you just kind of want something to enjoy and look at, then I think this is very definitely that. You're looking for something a little more involved platformer-wise. This is not that.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Abby.
Thank you, Gris.
It means gray.